Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Flush to his right. Pushing through the contact. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He's getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The left side caught by Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Keenum over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the long-time Raider, Willie. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go!
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Hundley. He's going to launch this thing way down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now it's the backup Simeon. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, little 360. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And out now come the Vikings. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. Flushed out right. Wright's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Simeon. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jarek McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. No gain on the play there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now Hundley. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, but they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
39. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third, Simeon. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 40. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Over. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Simeon. That's caught by Treadwell. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22. Simeon. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Simeon. He finds McKinnon complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Simeon. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
And he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's McKinnon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play for Simeon. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Nelson, the man in motion left. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them. Pulled, nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught by Nelson left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Hey, check it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. There he goes inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. John Crockett with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Halfback sent in motion. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Simeon. Left side caught by Diggs. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gun.
Now it's Simeon. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Simeon now to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. Detroit. Over.
Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Watching now, Barney. Back in Philly. Here we go.
Now it's Simeon. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.